What is up, YouTube? Fortnite Hacker 99 back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Edge of Fate and if it's really worth it to play and if it's even good. At the time of recording this video, Edge of Fate has been out for about 3 weeks to a month, and so far it really hasn't been that good. First things first, they made a leveling system that was good in theory, but in practice it's not very good. You have to grind super hard to get to max level, and people aren't even able to get to max level. Destiny 2 just doesn't know what they're doing. I've heard Bungie's making some like weird stuff with Sony when they should be focusing on all consoles. Now, I understand that Sony does own Bungie, but I just heard that there was some controversy going on. I don't exactly know what it is. I'm not really up to date. That's besides the point. The game right now is in a bad state, and I barely have been playing it. I've been playing Fallout 4 a lot. I've barely been playing Destiny 2, and I love this game. I used to play it every day back in Final Shape, and I did play it for the first couple of weeks, but I've kind of been on and off. And the raid. When the raid came out, the world first raid race was so important. It's one of the most important things in Destiny history. And it was just plagued with a bunch of cheaters, and cheaters were getting at the top of the leaderboard when they were having like 50 kills and their teammates were having like 1. I do say cheaters do ruin the game. I'm not a cheater myself, so I mean, I don't know what it's like to cheat, but I've had cheaters join my game and one-shot the boss, and you know, it could be helpful sometimes, but at the same time, it's like, why are you doing this? Because you could get banned literally from someone just joining your game off of an LFG and cheating. People were getting really short times on the raid. Another point to make is the portal. It doesn't add much replay value, and we're stuck playing the same exact activities when they could have just made all the activities in the world menu rewarding. But they're not rewarding, so what's the point of doing them? A raid is gonna give you loot that's not even on your level. So there's no point of doing a raid. The gear in the raids isn't even updated. You are forced to do the new raid to get updated gear. And all the portal activities are just a copy and paste of previous activities, and it's pretty boring. When people want a new DLC, they want strictly new stuff and new activities, and a lot of it was recycled content. Now let's talk about the story a little bit. The story was not the longest story, but it felt pretty dragged out when you had to do the Matter Spark thing. I really did not like that. I did not like the Matter Spark at all. I think it was pretty bad mechanic. I mean, sometimes it was fun and it gives you an advantage in a fight against enemies, but at the same time, it's pretty boring, pretty repetitive, and I think they could have done something else. The thing is, everything that they brought to the table works in theory, but it does not work in practice. All the activities are either super difficult or super easy. For example, when you play the story on Mythic, the enemies are literal bullet sponges. They don't die. You used to have to use a bugged weapon called the third iteration for the first week just to kill enemies because it was doing like triple damage with anti-barrier. Now, the plot of the story was not that bad, establishing the connection of the Nine and the Guardians with the universe of Destiny. I think that was a pretty cool idea, but at this point, I think Destiny has lost the plot. There was no point for a new saga. The Light and Dark saga literally started off in Destiny 1 until they hyped up the Witness, which honestly made sense. Like, that was a good story. So at this point, I think they're just kind of lost, and I think that Destiny 2 really should have ended at Final Shape because that felt like the final DLC they were going to release. But even if you look at the timeline in the director thing, it shows you that the story continues, and I get that they have to finish this new saga, Edge of Fate saga or whatever it's called, but you know, it's just they should have ended it. Now, I'll give credit where credit's due. Destiny is still a pretty decent game. Like, it's not terrible. There's still the older content. You can still go play Valor Disciple, Last Wish, But when they don't make these activities rewarding and everybody's already done it and they don't want to go and redo it because it's not rewarding, then there's no point of doing it. We can only hope that they completely overhaul the game and at least balance it more when Ashen Iron and Renegades come out, and that's in September. They made this season really short compared to the episodes. The episodes were like 180 days or something. No, not 180. Like 90. But, you know, those were good. I think the episodes weren't even that bad. But this season was only like 60 days, which I get it's short because it's going into Ashen Iron. Now, for the people with a 9 to 5 and a regular day-to-day life where they can't be chronically online, it feels pretty short because they don't have enough time to get to max level. And getting to max level takes a really long time for some reason this season, and I don't know why. Anyways, guys, I'm done talking. I'm gonna finish the video here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and give me your honest opinion. Let me know where I was right, let me know where I was wrong, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.